Makuchi say, and welcome again today. I'm waiting for my free atoms, man. Haven't got them in a whole month. What is leaving? What is staying? How y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing just fine. And you're back in the world right now. Que donde? Que donde? Make sure we get the audio levels all straightened out. What do you say? Today is Tuesday, 27 July 2021. It's quite the year, you know? A bunch of numbers. 2021. Crazy. It almost makes you think that whoever predicted the whole 2012 thing was a dyslexic person. Oh, those minds. Oh, yeah. Daily app was difficult? Not for me. The only difficult one for me is the melee. Because I have to swap out of my power armor. My power armor build's pretty strong. How you doing there, Matthew? I'll be playing a new game today called The Tribes of Midgard. Mike bought it and donated it. It comes out today for the first time. I think it's today for the first time in beta access. I don't know. Or maybe it's leaving beta. I don't know. What's up with these enemies? They're teleporting. Look how bad the lag is. What's happening? No. We don't do teleporting enemies. Okay. Okay, what are we doing? Daily, weekly, 4 hours. Let's knock that out right now. Let's start off with this Enclave event. And then I'll do the Mananga power plant right afterwards, and I'll build a couple things. Come on. Decryption, Blood Eagles, West Tech. That's easy. Poison? Yeah. Last time we had it, it was Blood Eagles, but it was melee in West Tech. So now it's not melee. Hail, Chris. Good morning. At 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll be playing a new game called The Tribes of Asgard. Mike Brew donated it, so I have to play it. It comes out at 10. It's released at 10. The Tribes of Midgard.
Members, the Kovac has detected a fresh pack of brutes gathering above ground. Report to the extermination site and aid us in their disposal. That is all.
Would you? All right. And we go. Yeah. All right. Using my flamethrower a bit.
Signal detected. Activate additional signal sources to initiate extermination protocols.
Oh yeah. Left leg. There we go. Hail. This weapon's so smooth, you know? This whole situation. It's just so much more efficient than other things. There's a mild delay whenever I used grenade launcher, but...
All array components engaged. Activating
And good morning.
targeting protocols. Please stand by.
Yes, ma'am.
Error. Unrequested tube decompression
Weapon is about to break, though.
Immediate repair requested.
Yeah. Do you know that way?
Warning. Gear system locked. Please perform immediate repairs. System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active. Target locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance immediately.
There you go. Break it down, and we... Oh, no. Oh, no. How long was that doing that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's head on down to the power plant. Yeah. Let's begin. I think 4 hours is a good time span for me to do a lot of stuff. 8 hours is decent for a full workshop conquest, you know. By that time point, I'm able to do everything. It starts to get slower, but then that's where I fill in like the Berry Mintats run or the Lucky Hole mine, you know, or whatever.
Attention customers, Monongah Power Plant has
I'm out of dirty water.
unexpected failure. We apologize for the inconvenience. Rest assured that our maintenance crews are working hard to minimize the outage and safely restore power.
Sure.
Based on current projections, most customers should expect power to be restored by...
Never. Collecting dirty water. There's some lag going on. Okay, equip the dirty water. Alright. No, 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 no. The wrong spot. Dirty water. Thank you. Boom. 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 And boom. And boom. A few more. And then we'll go to the other one because there's two. Yeah, so there's some multiplayer survival game Viking themed thing called Tribes of Midgard. I don't know much about it. Mike donated it, so I'll be playing it at 10 after the stream. you know? This should be almost done. Okay. And move.
Cooling system repaired.
Oh yeah. Doesn't take that long to bring this power plant online. A couple things you gotta do. I'll try to do it as fast as possible. We have so much to do every day. Yeah. Done. Done. Nope. Yep. Is Sea of Thieves good? Yes, it's very good. It's really good. Thank you for bringing it up. Sea of Thieves is really, really good, and there's a new expansion. I guess it was in beta for a very long time, or something. Like for years or something. I don't know. But well, it's been in development for years and years and years. But I think it's been officially released semi-recently, and the first season just came out, I think this year or last year, and they just had their first weird thing in featuring Pirates of the Caribbean references. But when I played, it seemed to be pretty cool. It seemed to be really, really, really fair, because you only unlock new skins. So it's completely skill-based. Sort of, you know? It has a really cool dynamic of going around to these different islands, collecting little resources, filling up your ship, boobity boobity scoobity. Let me go this way. What would I compare it to? No, it's not like WoW at all. No. It's think of this, there's no well, it's an exploration, looting, PvP, survival game, and sailing thing. It's a pretty good sailing thing because you have to kind of adjust your masts and everything, but it's not like an MMO RPG. There's no like, there are some little questy things, but it's not like a go do your quests. It's usually okay. You have these different things you do. You go into your town, and then there's like a little board, and you mark one of the things you want to do, and then your whole crew has to agree on it, and goes boom, and now your ship is doing it. One person goes down below deck and looks at the map and says, we have to go north by northwest, Captain. And then you start sailing forever, and then it says, oh look, there's an island out there. Like, you might have a golden compass that points to some spot. You have to dig in 3 areas, pick up the stuff, and then go bring it back. You have these different factions, and they want you to go find stuff and bring them back. And they'll give you a map of some variety to go kill some bad guys on an island, or to go find some golden skull things, you know, or to find like to deliver a crate of goods between point A and point B. But it's really good because the PvP, someone could just rob you. It's awesome. I would compare it to nothing else really. I'm trying to think. Can anybody give a good comparison of what you compare Sea of Thieves to? Like any other game? Those of you that do play. Because I can't think of. See, the idea that you have this really big map with a bunch of little islands, and the islands themselves are big, and you're sailing around out there, and there's other players out there, that's pretty cool. You can compare it to like an Ark thing, but that's like a definite server with a certain number of players, and you kind of know where they are, and they're on foot. It's a big difference, you know? Yes, it's multiplayer. The whole thing is multiplayer, 100%. The whole thing is entirely multiplayer, and you're supposed to play with a crew because it's hard to pilot the ships. I could play some. You want to play? I'll do it. And darn hard. Misty will play with us too. Misty plays quite a bit, and that'll be really fun. Huh? In fact, I was playing by myself, and Misty was sort of waiting on me, and I kept on saying, "Give me a full week and a half to play, and then I'll be ready." But then I was never ready. You know, I was never ready. I think it's cross-platform between console and PC as well, between Xbox and PC. And the graphics are really good. It's like a weird cartoony thing. You kind of dance. A little dancing. Burn the banana! It's kind of funny. You can kind of swim up to a ship, climb inside, put a little banana on their stove, and have it burn their whole ship down. You have to constantly like bail out water from your ship and put out little fires and repair little holes the whole time. Your ship can be destroyed. You could find a dinghy and have to go across the whole ocean. You know? Pretty cool. There's different size ships, like small, medium, large, like slip, whatever. The smallest one is easy to man solo. The big one's really obvious, but it's much faster. It's super fast. It has a million masts, and it's really fun to play solo, going back and forth and adjusting the masts in the wind direction. It's really cool. Like, so imagine this: the wind is coming this way. What the heck do? And you want to go that way? It's a big deal. The wind's coming this way, and you want to go that way. So you have to go this way. There's a term for it, and whatever, I don't know what the term is, but you have to kind of adjust your sail so that it fills up with wind, and you have to find the closest possible angle, and you end up kind of curving around this entire freaking thing. And you have to really decide how you navigate the ocean based upon the wind direction. It's pretty cool. Hey Misty, we're talking about Sea of Thieves. And I asked people in the audience if they've played the game, what kind of game would you compare it to? I said it's really hard to compare it to another game. He said, is it like Pirates of the Caribbean WoW? I said, no, it's not like that. I described it pretty well. You know, the exploratory, survival, team-based, PvP, big old map, going around, delivering goods between A and B. You have a map, golden compass, go across the map and go do the thing. And it's dangerous, and there's other players out there, and you have moments of respite. You have to go loot a bunch of little barrels everywhere. It's a big old looting game. You're looting around, looting, you know, and it's dangerous, and it's fun, and it's even, because your levels don't, your weapons don't level up. You have a cutlass sword, you know, a musket thing, and a whatchamadiddle, you know? But you get different skins. It's all about looking cooler, and that's what's really cool. It's all about looking really cool. But you don't gain any power, so it's a really fair PvP game. Yes, and I said, Misty, that if me and Matthew plays, that most likely Misty will play, because you were waiting on me in the past, and I said that give me like a week, and I never played with other people. You know, I played by myself, trying to get accustomed to it. Yeah, but what game would you compare it to? I mean, the graphics are nice. It has a beautiful little charm to it. You know, it's really polished. And I'm really wondering how this whole new season content and the Pirates of the Caribbean references, how's that going to work out? You know, that's exciting. And it's relatively new if you consider its release date being recently, even though it's been out in beta forever, and it's been in development forever. I think one day it'll be in VR. Okay. Yeah. Good. Is it hard to get used to first person? I think you could pull the camera out to dance. Is it hard to get used to first person only? Well, the fact that you can see your character, I think whenever you stop, you can pull the camera back. I think. I don't really remember. Misty would know more about this. I would say no, you get used to it. You can look down and see your body, I think, and you see your arms, so it's pretty immersive. And at any point, and whenever you play music, you see your body. Whenever you cook, you see your body. So the camera keeps pulling out, you know? So it's okay. It's not like you're in a little... It doesn't feel as claustrophobic as you might think.
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. The machines make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted...
Well, that was a problem with Cyberpunk, yeah. It was a problem with me as well. And that's also a problem with Skyrim VR and Fallout 4 VR. You never see your character. You know, that's sort of a big problem. I want to be able to somehow see my character ever so often and really appreciate it. See, here I have the option to really live in it. I've come to assist you! I've come to help you. I'm helping you. Behold my might and brawn. The flames. Beast. I shall step on you. Yeah, the dancing is nice. You make a nice goofy pirate grin. Yeah. You can have a really cool peg leg and stuff. Amputation just like Cyberpunk. Body modification. And they show it happening. They show it happening in visceral detail. It's pretty horrible. You have to cut away the skin, remove the fat, saw away the muscle. You gotta cook the muscle and eat it. Terrible. But then you get a nice peg leg. Or arm, depending. I just don't like... it's sort of weird. Like, all of a sudden the graphics just shift. It goes from cartoony, cel-shaded niceness to visceral detail. It's almost like Fallout. It's like bright, horrible, 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 disgusting. That's my main complaint. It'd be nice if it maintained a theme, but it kept flip-flopping back and forth to this weird, like, horror, like torture porn. I don't know. It was disgusting. And they force you to emote through it, you know? They force you to make happy emotes the whole time. And yum! Ha! Yum! The whole time. Disgusting. Yeah, I think it was with the last update, Misty, they added the Visceral Detail update, I think it's called. I think it's called the Visceral Detail update, along with the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Now, they show the process of removing a limb in thorough, horrible detail. Terrible. Terrible. So, it might not be good for the stream. Do you think? I don't know. I could put some sort of advisory and say it's more of a... I normally don't do mature streams like that, but I guess I can do the occasional mature thing. I did torture that person that one time during a live stream in VR. Yeah, the visceral... Yep. I'm joking, people. There's no graphic. They don't show limbs being cut off, okay? You're not forced to eat it. You're not forced to emote. I'm sure it's perfectly acceptable. Yeah. I'll break your toes right off. I'll break your toes right off. Okay. So let's move on. Let's go investigate Site Delta. It looked just like that. It was terrible. Yet arousing. If that's the right word for it. Yo. Sit right back and you hear something about some dude over there. Just sit right back and you hear something about some dude over there. Give me the money shot. I want you to think, how'd you get that picture? How in the world did you get that picture? Okay, whatever. Just yeah. Excuse me. Coming through. Yeah, I have to finish this before the day rolls over. You know, plenty of time. This is going to be a certain number of hours. But like I said, up next is Tribes of Midgard. It looks like a big sack of human feces, but it's free, donated by Mike Brew. So I'm forced to play it. I'm forced to play it. Social obligations of human society. I'll give it a shot, bash it the whole time, and if it's bad, I will condemn Mike Brew. It'll be his fault, and I'll judge him and think worse of him by the end of it. So, for his sake, hopefully the game is good, but not too good. You know, we don't want it to be too good. I want it to be, you know, something we could play for a second and say, you know what? They tried. They tried. I'm gonna act like Mike made the game. Okay? And he's giving it to me to give him the big old red stamp. Because technically, according to my worldview, he did make the game. Because he, you know, think of it this way. Think of it this way. I want you to imagine that all conscious beings manifest their reality as a reflection of themselves, but other conscious beings are also, they're not making other conscious beings, but they're creating a representation of their node of existence, okay? So certain things exist, but they're labeled differently in our minds, okay? So if I say, did you hear that dog bark? And you say, huh? Listen. And then all of a sudden you hear it. I merged my multiverse strand with yours. It's sort of like a weavy thing. All different dimensions exist within this dimension, interwoven. All right, unconfirmed until you ask another living thing. Hey, what do you see? So in this case, Mike Brew sent me a thing saying, here, try out Tribes of Midgard. I've never heard of that game before. First time I've ever heard of it, which means he made it. He didn't make it, but he made it. He manifested it with his will. So, you could think of this as an aspect of him. If this were like the movie Inception, okay? I want you to imagine this game to be part of him. Think of it this way. I want you to have like a Rick and Morty clone machine. Zip, zip, zow. But I clone you and then I make you into a toaster. I clone you and I make you into a salt rock. So it has the essence of you in the salt rock. If you look at it really close, the crystals might even say your name. It's spelled out, you know? But it's you. Right there. In this case, the game is a cloned version of Mike Brew. Made to be a game. Trapped. So, we'll find secrets of reality and secrets of Mike Brew within the game. You know? We can poke and prod around inside like the neural conduits of his brain. Okay? It'll be fun. We get to go through the hills, looking around, inspecting things. What's over here? What's behind that rock? Huh? Yep. Hello. Beckham. Oh, Beckham. My, grenade launcher's all messed up. Hope you're having a good morning there, Sandra. My character's so hungry. You lost all power, Matthew? I'm sorry. You lost power? Oh no. Your sector of reality is shutting down. There's only so much RAM in the multiverse, you know. If there's major things happening over here, certain parts of reality will start to mess up. You'll have storms and earthquakes and volcanoes and droughts and power outages. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't you know about the... Yeah.
This makes nightmares feel like fairy tales.
Shut up, Beckham, and get to work. We have so many things to do. So many things to do here, people.
These creatures could use a lesson in manners.
Oh, is he on YouTube? He was... Yes. The problem is he gets banned from Facebook every so often. Apparently. That's what he said. He's quite often put in Facebook jail. And then he gets out of it. And then he gets back put, you know, whatever, all the time. So, but he's on YouTube all the time. Like, he's not here today, but he was there yesterday. And, he can be seen on YouTube from time to time. He said something about the Nepalese War of 1412 that upset Facebook's algorithm. Made that up. The Nepalese War of 1402. Before they invented the pen. Don't you? Oh no, and the... Yeah. Here we go, and the... Oh no, yeah.
My apophobia or a horrendous woman like Edna running a spa?
I can't wait for payday so I could spend hundreds of more dollars at McDonald's every morning or throughout the month by getting coffee. Can't wait. Shut up and do it. I want another camp.
Oh, good. I'm sure glad the speakers are still working. Hello, campers. Ready for a frightful tale? Remember, these tales are interactive, so put on your brave face and act out the story when prompted. Today's tale is called Terrors of the Dark. Seems the holotape has some errors. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello? This story is about me, a pioneer scout. I wake up one night in a cabin, and I see that I'm alone. Everyone's beds are empty. My heart is pounding, but I know I have to go outside and look for everybody. I want to
Don't look at me!
The shadows are reaching for me. They're gonna attack me. Please help
How
me
dare
fend them
you
off.
stand before me? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Lag.
I face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire. My fellow scouts are talking by the fire. I go to them, and I try to warn them. It's not safe to be out this late. There's something out there. I know, because it took my brother. He stayed out past dark one day and went missing. But my friends, they don't listen. I sit with them.
Catch me.
Keep watch, we laugh, drink, and share secrets with each other all into the night.
Time to share some secrets all night long.
As the night dwindles on, so does the fire. The scouts pay no mind to the encroaching darkness. I try again to warn them that the dark is dangerous, but no one listens. So I go into the forest alone in search of firewood.
Booty, 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 yeah. Bop boo. With a boot boot and a boot boot bootily boo. I have to hold this mouse button so hard these days.
I keep my eyes on the
I'm gonna spend my next entire check on a new mouse and McDonald's.
There's no light to
Yep.
guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts in darkness.
A-OK.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry to interrupt the tale, but we have an emergency, or at least my scout leader emergency protocol.
Here in Appalachia.
Up a missing camper flag. Now, I'm almost certain I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we can't find our shadow camper, let's look for traces they may have left behind. And remember
I'm
the
doing
buddy
it.
system.
Pet rock.
All right, now, gather around. There was a holotape amongst the missing camper's belongings. Let's give a listen and see what we can find.
I'm hunting bugs, I'm hunting bugs.
Oh, here in Appalachia, yeah.
Today, I'm going to complete my collection. Only 9 more Hominoptera to go.
Well-
Told me to watch out for their stingers, but I can handle them.
Yeah.
That's what my new entomologist badge is for. I'm hunting bugs, bugs of all kinds. They come out at night, but they're cool at all times.
Cool at all times. Watch the fire, beasts. Watch the fire.
Not too alert.
I'm gonna wait until the fire is halfway down. I don't know if it uses more wood or less wood if you... I think you're supposed to wait longer, perhaps. Maybe it uses the same amount of wood no matter how low the bar is. There we go. I did it. More wood. The fire! Better move from that fireplace. You're in the way. Yeah. 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 Side jumping, baby. I'm side jumping. Yeah, I know where I am. Oofda.
Intruder, identify yourself.
There's oil in here. And a bobblehead sometimes. And some acid. Booblehead. Oh, you're gonna get yourself a. Oh, what's my go-to drink at Starbucks? A quad venti caramel macchiato ristretto with 6 pumps of caramel syrup or vanilla syrup. But at McDonald's, I just order a, one of those things. They got some pretty good stuff at McDonald's. They got Starbucks quality coffee at McDonald's. It's amazing. You don't have to have the fanciest flim flam. It just has to taste exactly the same. What's going on here? I got some legendary or what? Oh man. Let's eat some spoiled vegetables, huh? Let's eat some raw corn. Mac Dagnalls is the best. I don't care. Especially if you don't think about it. If you don't think of it as actual food, because you don't want to think about what food is, that's horrifying. Gross. The more you think about it, the worse it is. Okay? Think of it as a fantasy land where you eat food and you're happy. You don't question. What is this? I like uniformity in my food. Give me a nugget. Give me a French fry. Remember when America said, you know what? We're going to call them freedom fries. Wasn't that awesome? And we kept that up for a while. It's like, nah, we're calling them freedom fries. What's up with that? Oh, yeah. Oh, you walked into a spider web? No! Were there babies in there? Chris? They might think you're their mama. Yeah. Gotta be quick. Gotta be real quick here. This is a dangerous and wild world. Let's eat some raw corn like a beast. Whole corn cobs. Let's go. I'm an herbivore. So let's talk about what there is to do in Fallout 76, okay? There's a lot to do. You know there's a lot to do. Once you've done everything, so if you haven't done your storyline, there's a lot to do. A person might say, well, beyond the storyline, what is there to do? Well, there's a lot of storylines, so get to it. You know? But once you finish everything, there's almost more to do. Because now you gotta spend more time doing it. Yeah. So basically, every event that pops up and your dailies, you should have a lot of dailies. Okay? You should have a lot of dailies. And Workshop Conquest. Because I'm sure there'll be more reason to do it in the future. Now, in a game like that New World game, there's no, like, go over there and do the thing. Oh no, there's an event at the whirlpool. There's a beast that popped out. Go stop him. Oh no, there's a... But instead, it has a couple things, and it says, invasion at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday. What? Between the hours of this and this is active. Okay. So in between, what are you doing? Just harvesting resources and trying to take over a fort, I guess? But here, there's a lot of stuff to do. Okay, boom. I'm rich. Sitting here on fat stacks. How much is coffee, Ross? Oh no. Like $8? $7.50? Yeah. Like $7.50. Depending. If you ask for all that stuff in it, it starts to get expensive, you know what I mean? I think a house coffee might be like $2 or something. But then when you start adding a shot, that's like 75 cents or 50 cents. If you want to start customizing it. Their default drinks for something like for the smaller size, like $4 and then $6.17 or some weird garbage. You know, but then you start to customize it a tiny bit more and add an extra shot of espresso and a couple other things. It starts to add up there, and then it really, in my opinion, if you have to ask how much it is, you shouldn't be drinking it. You know? You reach a point in life where you no longer have to ask how much things are. It's a sign of peasantry to ask how much things are. That's why when you go to a nice restaurant, there's no prices. Excuse me, how much is this bottle of wine? $300, sir. Oh, okay. That one? $715, sir. Would you like to go to our sister restaurant across the street? Chablanc to go. Okay, let's go over here to my other camp. Hey there, Jared, yeah. Oh, the PTS? Oh, the dying thing? Well, you know, not gonna die anymore. Not gonna die anymore. Did you see by the end of it, Jared? Oh, thank you, Matthew. The DoorDash donation thing. So just so you all know, I can't really order anything from McDonald's unless there's like a minimum value. But it goes towards it, so that's fine. I can't just see if you walk up to McDonald's, you're fine, but there's like a minimum thing, so I have to like order a couple things. I have to order like a cinnamon roll and a coffee and like a hash brown thing. I have to order a couple tiny things to equal above $12, and then it goes plus the stupid tip, you know. And depending on what I order, if I order like a bunch of drinks or something, then I tip them extra because that's just annoying, I think, to have to balance a bunch of drinks for somebody and you're ordering, or if I order something really stupid and small, I feel like it's kind of pathetic ordering just like a hash brown and having someone deliver, no matter what it is. People are weird, so you have to tip them extra. Okay, so here we are.
Could I interest you in a block of concrete?
You reached level 85. Jared, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So here we are. Yeah, so did you see the end of the stream of the PTS stream? The very end of it? Oh, what the heck? Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. I'm still set to my, oh no. I'm still set to the other buildy build. I didn't change it down, so I have to be careful. I gotta be real careful here. Yeah, did you watch the end of the stream? Because I built up the area, so it's going to be way safer now. And I'm really curious to see how it holds up with multiple players. It's much better now. There's an area where you could build. There's all kinds of line of sight breaks. There's all kinds of guard positions and really high vertical points and so forth. Where are the bad guys? Gotta find them all. Yeah. The end of the stream, I built up that area. And then once it was nice and done, I stopped. Well, actually, at the very, very, very end, I ended up transferring some serums to myself. So now I'm good to go with that other character. I have Class Freak and Star Genes on, and I have all the mutations I want. So there's that. Yeah. Bing, bing, bang, boom. Bang, baby, bing. Bing, bing, bang, boom, bang, boom, boom. Okay, gotta hurry up. There's other players here in the world. Gotta make sure we do what we gotta do before they know what's going on, or they will take us down. Recent boom. Boom. Oh no. I was already there. I was already there. Boom, boom. What was the other world they have coming out? Well, it's called Fallout Worlds. I was playing on a custom world, right? I was playing on a custom world, but the way it's going to work is Fallout First members can make their own custom world, as you saw me doing with all kinds of weird rules and everything. I can customize all the rules. I can set the weather, difficulty, make there be extra enemy spawns. I could turn off the crafting cost so I can make free legendaries. I can do whatever I want to do. It's pretty cool. But at the same time, there's going to be public worlds, which is a single world open to everybody. So custom worlds are for Fallout First people and their friends. Public worlds are for everybody. And it's a customized thing made by Bethesda. It'll have a certain weather effect or certain features like build limits or PvP or some garbage. And it's for everybody, just to get to spark their imagination, to say, this is kind of fun. I want to do my own. I want Fallout First now. So think of it as like a sales pitch to get people to want the flim flams. So now I'm going to go back to my camp and I'm going to repair my grenade launcher. Is DoorDash quick? Incredibly quick, Matthew. Like 15 minutes. Look, I might as well be living in a high-rise floor I live on the 137th floor of a sky-rise building, and in the lobby across the street, there's a McDonald's. And then by the time they're done, and then work their way up the elevator, the food's here. Sort of. It's amazing. The way it works is I'm pretty sure when I order DoorDash, it orders it directly to McDonald's. Okay? So the order gets placed at McDonald's right away. At the same time, the driver is contacted. And then they meet together. So by the time the driver gets to McDonald's, the food is ready. It's not like you place the order and the driver goes inside the store and places the order with their own face. Hi there, can I get a sausage McMuffin? And I can't read this. There's no human involved. It's all machinery. A person hands it to the person. So the DoorDash person drives to McDonald's and parks in a designated parking spot. A person then meets him outside. Just make sure that my weapon artisan is set, so I could repair this up to 200%. Okay. And I have to check one thing really quick. I want to turn my coffee pot off. Otherwise, it'll get all nasty and start burning things. I start the coffee pot and then I stop it. So I'll be right back in just a moment, okay? Yeah. Yes. So, Jared, for the Fallout, so the custom world thing lets people really. So think of it like this: you could go there and set the rules so that you turn off crafting costs. You could then make the perfect item by crafting it for free because it no longer costs legendary modules or legendary cores. You can craft the perfect gear and then test it. You could test vampires versus anti-armor versus instigating versus whatever you want to test. You know, aristocrat versus juggernaut. You know, versus bloodied versus junkied versus mutant slayers. If you're fighting mutants, you know, you can really test things out. And you could really up the challenge with your friends, with a ton of bad guys, and you can kind of build more. It's almost like creative mode, which is... I'm sort of really against creative mode, by the way. Okay? I'm sort of really against creative mode in survival games. But this is like a special kind of creative mode because you're not immortal. Right? You just are able to define the rules. And because it's sort of consistent in that world, and because you level up in that... So you level up. When you go into the world, you level up in that world, but you cannot bring anything out of that world. It's not like a private world. A private world, you can go inside, loot everything all by yourself, and then bring it out. You can level up, and you keep the level. Custom world is different. You're creating a copy of your character. So if you make a level 2 character, and then go in there, you can start from scratch. You bring your level 1000 character, and they have all their stuff and all their plans, and you can do what you have to do. You know? So I'll be right back in just 3 seconds, okay? In about 3 seconds. Uh-huh. In about 3 seconds. Craft legendaries with modules. Sell to NPC vendors. Daily quests. Workshop conquest. Lucky hole mine. Power plants. Farm fusion cores. Public events. XP run. Toxic goo harvest. Rebuild camp. Move camp. Repair armor. Repair weapons. Craft ammo. Lift weights. Sleep. Play music. Stock refrigerators. Stock vendors. Transfer items between characters. Bury Mentat run. Dump caps at vendor if over 20,000. U.S. requisition holotape. Garahan building farm. Reputation root farm. Iron or South Ash heap. Multiply crops at workshop. Purified water at workshop. Tanagra town crickets. Faction dailies. Spend gold. Razorgrain flower farm. Scorch beast farm. Grafton monster farm. Sheepsquatch farm. Convert ammo at the ammo converter. Deep glove farm. Snalligaster farm. Tarberry farm. Flatwood siltbeam. Check keyword status. Nuke Findingo Colossus for a cursed weapon. Sugar Run. Nuka-Cola Farm. Concrete. Laid at Monorail. Abandoned Bog Town secret floor. Farm mole miners for aluminum. Top of the world aluminum farm. Ski poles. Enclave code piece. Keycard search. Somerville Bookhouse. Watoga High School plastic farm. Chem farm. Enclave events. Wood farm. Dogwood farm. Smelt ore. Smelt spoiled vegetables and fruit. Cook food close to spoiling. Mirelurk Egg Farm. Mothman Egg Farm. Nuka-Cola Factory Farm. Sunshine Well Farm. Daily Ops. Get a high bounty by picking locks. Lure player to camp with a high bounty to force vendor transactions. Hunt down wanted players. Honey Farm. Convert perks into coins. Purchase lunchboxes with gold. Harvest flux from a legitimate nuke. Purchase gold with treasury notes. Purchase gold with caps from Smiley. Stock Nuka-Cola vending machine. Candy bowl and punch bowl. Refine camp and workshop blueprints. Craft legendaries with modules. Sell to NPC vendors. Daily quests. Workshop conquest. Lucky hole mine. Power plants. Farm fusion cores. Public events. XP run. Toxic goo harvest. Rebuild camp. Move camp. Repair armor. Repair weapons. Craft ammo. Lift weights. Sleep. Play music. Stock refrigerators. Stock vendors. Transfer items between characters. Bury Mentat run. Dump caps at vendor if over 20,000. U.S. requisition holotape. Garahan building farm. Reputation root farm. Iron or South Ash heap. Multiply crops at workshop. Purified water at workshop. Tanagra town crickets. Faction dailies. Spend gold. Razorgrain flower farm. Scorch beast farm. Grafton monster farm. Sheepsquatch farm. Convert ammo at the ammo converter. Deep glove farm. Snalligaster farm. Tarberry farm. Flatwood siltbeam. Check keyword status. Nuke Findingo Colossus for a cursed weapon. Sugar Run. Nuka-Cola Farm. Concrete. Late at Monorail. Abandoned Bog Town Secret Floor. Farm mole miners for aluminum. Top of the world aluminum farm. Ski poles. Enclave code piece. Keycard search. Somerville Bookhouse. Watoga High School Plastic Farm. Chem Farm. Enclave events. Wood Farm. Events averted. Get my water and we'll roll out. Had to repair my flim-flam. Okay. Shift my build back over. And go to town. Hey, thank you, Ross. Have yourself a merry little Zagnut in the morning time. What am I gonna get? I don't know. Coffee. If it happens. If it happens. Remember, it has to. There's like a minimum fee. I'm not desperate at this moment. Let's move on and take over the world. See, in between, if there are no obvious events, I take over a workshop. I try to hit up the Enclave events as much as possible because there's a bunch of bad guys. Hey there, Mitch. Look at what you did. Look at what you did, Mitch. What? Dang it, Mitch. Dang it. Every single time. You have connections down there in Bethesda there, Mitch? Huh? You got connections? Huh? You making calls, shutting me down? Trying to shut me down there, Mitch? You one of them? Where are my clothes, Mitch? Thank you. Alrighty. I'm not supposed to smile, Mitch. I'm supposed to be angry. Alright. Alright. Let's show them how it's done. Jinx. Jinx. See, I find if you pre-jinx, you don't mess up. You know what I mean? Oh!
Where'd you go? Huh?
Right?
Fine.
If you pre-jinx, you don't mess up. Jinx. Yeah. Otherwise, you did it on purpose. And the universe can't have that. Alright. Let's clear out the flim-flams. Up and over. We got to do what we got to do. So I rarely, well, I look at my challenges for the day, but I wait for a bunch of hours. I don't look at it until like halfway through my stream or whatever, or I try not to. There's no real need to. If you're doing a bunch of stuff, you know. If you're busy. You're not supposed to talk about that, Matthew. You're not supposed to talk about that. How dare you? I will dash you against the rocks. I'll tie a small rope around your ankles, bind them together, and then swing you over my head like Thor's hammer. And release you towards the rocks. Dramatically. Yes. I figured that painted a good visual of what I mean by dashing against the rocks. Out of my way. No! Aggro, aggro, aggro. No! Apocalypse now! Apocalypse now! No! 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 I'll jump on his head. Get him. Just light him up a bit. I love the smell of burning sheep squatch in the mid-afternoon. You want to aim for the crotch. It's sensitive. Right there. Right there. Why won't you die? Why won't you die? Okay. Hey there, Huli. Julie, you can't talk about that. You can't talk about that. I will keep you in a cage and have you grow out your fingernails. I will pierce the tip of each fingernail and tie a small chain through them and then connect them to the back of a truck and then pull. Small chains. Everyone will watch. You can't talk about that here. Get over here. Wasting my time. Aim at the phalanx. Yeah. Whee. You're wasting my time, beast. gonna hit him, watch. See? Isn't that crazy? I was born in Cheyenne Mountain. So, before when I said I was in the Army for 14 years, what I really meant is that for the first 14 years of my life, I was raised in an underground military facility underneath Cheyenne Mountain. I'm joking. Cheyenne Mountain. Yeah. So I go this way and I go bam. Boom. Hey there, testmail.org. How's it going?
Unauthorized access of secure transport container. Starting
There's nobody on the server, and it's upsetting me. At this point, I'll be checking out the daily challenges.
Unless valid cancellation code received.
3 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. Gotta kill a mole miner and level up and do the daily op and build some floors and walls. Oh boy. So, hey Matthew and or Misty and or Mike Brew if you're listening and or other people, whoever the heck this person is, you big creep. Sorry. Who the heck are you? Kizote 68. Who are you? You can play with me if you want to. And Melissa Forrester, if she ever gets around to it. Alright. I don't know who you are. Okay, I'm just gonna build something here really quick, okay? Don't mind me. I'm just doing something, okay? I'm just doing something. Don't mind it, please. Get some, bam. Some nice rich mahogany. It's for the daily challenge. Uh-oh. I've been to the Flim Flam mountaintop. Don't let a Flim Flam pass you by. I'm gonna have a party. Gonna get it started. I'm looking for a girl with a sexy skirt, apple bottom jeans, and a big old butt. Right about here. Out of my way. There's so much to do. You hear me? Hey, test mail. I live in California, comma, USA. North America. Earth. The planet, not the substance. You live on Earth? This guy says he lives. Everybody lives on Earth. Matter is Earth, beast. You are Earth. Your mind is air. Your soul is fire. And your feelings are liquid. That's esoteric secrets for you. I'm not supposed to talk about that. Moving on. No high fructose labels are a scam. They still have it. No high fructose equals corn syrup. Well, I think corn syrup is delicious. So, hey Mitch, you bought a gaming PC? Then you should join the collective here. You know, and you can play with us. Sometime. Maybe. if you're not a wretched person.
And that's okay.
5. 4. We need a legion. I see these other people. Look, I see people with legions all the time. The main problem is cross-platform flimflams, you know? Some games are cross-platform and some games are not. No. Legion. Hey, how dare you? What am I, some beast? Using my hands? Yeah. There's no vibration on PC, so lock picking is a bit stranger. You have to sort of wing it. Okay, I'll do what I have to do. Right, up and through. How much is a good gaming PC? Well, okay, I'm gonna say twice as much as a console, and that's pushing it. But see, good is relative, because if you say ultra gaming PC, that's gonna be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, because you usually have to have a separate monitor for your PC. You don't play PC games on your TV as much. Gotta have a keyboard and mouse and whatever. But the video card itself costs a lot, and then the RAM costs a lot, and the CPU costs a lot, and then the software costs a lot, and the case costs a certain amount of money, power supply, you know, motherboard, all that flim-flam stuff. But the video card can cost a lot of money. See, a good gaming PC in the year 2023 will mean a whole lot different than in the year 2019 or something, you know? There's new standards all of a sudden where you have to have ray tracing or something. But in the console world, it just works out. Everything's pretty much uniform, where things are... gameplay is completely dependent on your hardware on PC. So you end up in a situation where you have to start adjusting settings, or it's expected to be inconsistent. Okay? It's expected to be vaguely inconsistent with your graphics, where it's expected that the user will launch any PC game, go under settings, go under display, and then look at the darn texture settings and the water quality and the lighting quality and all this garbage, and then you set it how you want. See, mine's set to ultra texture and ultra shadow quality, but that reduces my frame rate, you know? But you can't really tell. But an aficionado could tell, and they always have their frame rate displayed. I gotta have, you know, anything below 120 just ain't tolerable. Or some crazy garbage, you know, where it's buttery smooth, where it really matters for first-person shooters, but it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but does it really matter? I mean, you don't want it to be extra slow, but you don't need it to be, you know... I'm not quite sure how expensive mine was, you know. But I spent a lot of money on it. Well, money wasn't really an issue when I bought it. That's the whole deal. Money was not an issue when I bought it, but you don't need something. You don't need a bajillion things. I got a bunch of RAM. I got like the best consumer processor and motherboard and video card combination of everything. You know. I got certain things on sale. You know, as long as I got what I wanted. I was going for the 1080 GTX because that was good at the time. You know. It's still good, obviously. I got it. I built this computer in 2016 or something. And it's still very nice. You know? You sort of want to spend more money to have your computer last longer. Ice cream live! Yeah. I just expected it to cost a lot of money because I bought a computer and then 2 monitors, a keyboard and mouse, and then a table, and then, you know, a chair for it, and I bought a bunch of stuff all at the same time to make it work, and I expected it to cost some crazy amount of money. It's from the Army. Army money. Well, that sounds good there. Yeah. Oh, you hear that? All right, let's go find this final bad guy. Where are you? You're in the house? No, you're behind me. You're in the ground. Where are you? You're right here. I figure if it's a 30% chance to hit something, and you shoot 3 times, it should hit it. Or if you shoot 4 times. Come on. Are you the guy or not? Are you the guy? You are the guy. Come on. What are you doing? Why is he going this way? Come on. Wasting my time. You see, I really appreciate the game. That custom server thing really has me appreciate the core game, because there's a lot of stuff to do, and because it's kind of optional over there, you really, I think, and here it's not as optional. You really should be doing everything, but there you don't really need to do anything, because it's just about having fun. It makes this side seem more realistic, and I think it really ups the value of the junk, because here I need the junk and there I don't. And because there's a certain pleasure in looting, you know. It's nice. I like looting. You know. Dear hearts and flim flam people. Yeah. Mr. Sandman, bring me something. Bum 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 bum. Okay, get the heck out of here. Swap the build back over. Up jump the boogie and go to town. Heart of the swamp, let's do it. This is a nice public event. Audrey 2 has escaped after she was shown in New York City by Seymour Flimflam. Audrey 2, this amazing carnivorous pod plant, spread across the whole planet. So here's something interesting. I mentioned this like a couple years ago on the stream, but now that we're on the subject again of the swamp, of the pod creature, you know the Rick Moranis version of Little Shop of Horrors, the movie, and you have the feed me Seymour, you know, with Steve Martin and so forth and whatever, you know that movie. You know how the alternate ending for it? The alternate ending involved the plants taking over the world. You know, like the alien invasion of the weird pod plants, and they're really big and they're rampaging through buildings like it's a monster movie. And it just ends with a montage of the aliens, or of the plant creatures killing people. And, you know, like walking through buildings and everything, like really big, the size of King Kong. Amazing. But instead it ends, however it ends, like a normal, sappy little movie. You can Google it and you could watch it on YouTube. I can't show it here. I can't show it here. Alright. Get the flames going. Go. Open, open. Yeah, boy. And done. Yep, you're done. See, fun times. This is considered a boss event. Oh, I've got to be careful with my ammo. Alright, let's go. Let us go. Okay. Break down what I can. I have to go down to a script bender and break everything down. I haven't spent my script in a couple days. I'm trying to modify some stuff in the future. Let's head on back down here by Site Delta. This is the new server, so we have to check this spot again. We're looking for the cryptid. For the daily, it'll give me some script as well. We can hold up to 4,000 script now, is that true? Before it was 1,000, now it's 4,000? Or is it 3,000? Or even 2,000? The people know. The Brotherhood Recon armor comes from the daily op, I'm pretty sure. It's like one of those really rare things. And the covert armor as well, right? So strong. Okay, while we wait for the enemies, let's just go here. Let's just go here. Let's just go. Right over here? Sure. Site Gamma. Right now. Right now. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Thank you. I admit to being wrong. Go down. So here we are in this wild, wacky world. See, I'm really curious about what the next public world's going to be. I really, really want to do the public world. Are you down? Is anybody down? Hey, Mitch, do I think they'll add dual-wielding melee weapons or pistols to the game? Yes, I do. Why? Because of this. You already do it. See? Left, right. Left. Come on, mouse. Right. See? You already do it. Okay? It's just you have nothing equipped in your left hand. But in power armor, you have a left arm mod and a right arm mod. With, like, the Tesla shock or the extra, bleeding damage or something. You have one that makes you bleed, one that shocks them. So in theory, you can go bleedy, shocky, bleedy, shocky. So the concept already exists for, 2 different things in each hand that does damage. So because it already exists, and because you can already throw a tomahawk, here, I'll do it now. You can already throwing weapons while I'm punching, see, I'm doing this, boom, 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 and then you go boom. So you're already sort of doing this second thing. Sort of. By pressing a button. So I think they'll add it. It's just, right now you're using your left wrist for your Pip-Boy, and it hasn't been in other Fallout games, I guess, but having 2 different things, even though it'll kind of make sense from time to time to have a second hand doing something. Okay. So because it's already sort of in the game, sort of, I think they could just expand on that. Yeah. What? Wiki. Hey, Matthew, Deckelman, and or Misty, are you down for joining me in the future sometime, whenever the public world rotates over and becomes PvP land? I want to roll around with a tight crew. I want to roll around with a tight crew. Hey there, cat. Yeah. And who? Alright, moving on. So, I'll mention again, today I'll be streaming a new game at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tribes of Midgard. Created solely by Mike Brew. Mike Brew developed a game from scratch. And it's time to check it out and judge him as a person. I'm joking. He didn't make the game, but you know. But I will be streaming the game. It's something. I don't know. I saw some screenshots, but I don't like looking too much about a game before I do it. But the game itself is released at 10 a.m. today. So that's cool. It'll be like day one sort of thing. Day one. Brought to you by Mike Brew. Well, he paid for the game, you see. He bought me the game. Which means I'm forced to play the game like a beast. With a big old bronze ring in my nose, pulling me with a rope. Oh, hey, hey. Got that metal thing in the mouth with the straps. Terrible. I'm joking. Yes, very nice. He also paid for the New World game. You know, the New World game that I was streaming recently. Where is it? There it is. Oh. The Grafton Munster. It's Gossamer. You know Gossamer? Gossamer's had a bad day. Gossamer's had a bad day. I think the resemblance is uncanny. What do you say? Do you think so? I really think that they designed the Grafton monster in Fallout 76 after Gossamer from Looney Tunes. Just take a good look at him, okay? Just look at his body plan. Just look at the man. Look at him. Yes. I would stream these things. Yeah. Gossamer. I know he has a terrible name, but I'll show you another picture just to remind you people of what he looks like. Gibu Gabu, he has tennis shoes. He has tennis shoes, okay? My mouse is garbage. Hold! There it is. This guy, you know? He has fingernails. He has a face right in the middle. He has like this little lumpy impression, big arms. Only difference is the fact that the Grafton monster has a larger left arm and kind of like knuckles to ground a bit, and he has no face. But this guy basically has no face. I think it's just the impression of a face. It's a face in the middle of a bunch of hair. He might as well have no face. In fact, I think most of the time he hides his face unless he wants to like actually scare somebody, or if he's about to eat him, or if he's being tricked by Bugs Bunny. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Gossamer never shows his face. He's one of the weirder characters in Looney Tunes. You know? He's a big weirdo. He's a big weirdo and nobody respects him. Nobody respects him. Get in his mouth. See him? I think before he kills you, you see his face just for a second. You're like, what's up with the big red bush? I think they should make a red hairy version of the Grafton monster and put tennis shoes on him. You know what I think is weird? Tennis shoes. How are we in that universe where the default shoe is tennis? You know, the default shoe, you know? Like, I'm a normal person. You know? How? Like, you're a cool guy with tennis shoes on, blue jeans and tennis shoes. It's tennis. It's weird. You got basketball shoes, you see? You got basketball shoes and tennis shoes. Sneakers are weird as well. Why are they called sneakers? Sneakers. I don't think it means to sneak. Well, sneakers refers to both tennis shoes and basketball shoes, right? Basketball shoes and tennis shoes are both sneakers. So, I think it's possible that it's a marketing thing for different demographics, and in reality is sort of racist. In fact, I think it might be problematic to ever call them tennis shoes. Because they're never used for tennis. You know? Basketball shoes are used for basketball. And they have ankle support and everything. But tennis shoes are just made, like, you go... Well, sneakers are running shoes, right? If you want to go for a light jog and general physical activity, you wear tennis shoes or... Okay, so a sneaker without ankle support is a basketball, or is a tennis shoe, and a sneaker with ankle support is a basketball shoe. I think that's it. Sneaker without ankle support, tennis, sneaker with, basketball. But besides that, they're exactly the same. And then, but that would make all running shoes, or most running shoes, would be considered to be tennis shoes. But basketball shoes aren't really running shoes, because you don't really run with big old ankle support. You want your ankle to be free, sort of, you know? Some sneakers are sort of hiking shoes. I'm just trying to analyze these holes in the matrix, you know? Things don't add up sometimes. Right beneath your nose. The whole time. Shut up, stomach. We're gonna get back diagonals.
Humans, so small.
You could also call them Reeboks or Nikes, you know? Or a Coca-Cola. You don't have to question what it is. You just call it the end product. What is that? It's a Coke. A carbonated beverage. Carbonated? Carbonated? Like with carbon dioxide gas infused into a liquid? To make it fizzy, like a seltzer? With some flavored syrup? Sounds good to me. I am actually kind of curious about why they're called sneakers. But yes, basketball shoes and tennis shoes are all called sneakers. And running shoes are also called sneakers. I'm not quite sure if hiking shoes are sneakers. It all depends on the kind of hiking shoe, you know? It crosses the realm quickly into some other weird thing, you know? However, American soccer or European football shoes are not sneakers, right? Cleats. Like soccer cleats are not sneakers, right? So are sneakers any sporting shoes? Baseball cleats, soccer cleats, clickety clackety. These are my horse riding shoes. My horse riding shoes. And I have nothing. Okay. You have Adidas hiking sneakers? See, I typically like shoes that let me kind of like jog off-road. Kind of like a military version of a tennis shoe. Or of a sneaker. Like a military... You take a boot and you turn it into a sneaker. I like that whole textured bottom, grippy surface. Lets you kind of run without being too heavy. You know. Where are my sneakers? Who took my sneakers? Hey, Cortana. Why are they called sneakers? Are you ready, people? We're about to find out why they're called sneakers. We're about to break this matrix bubble. Are you ready? Are you ready? Your whole life, you went your whole life without questioning why they're called... You sort of did, but you never looked it up. Until now. Are you ready? The answer is actually pretty easy. The answer is actually obvious. So... A sneaker is any shoe that has a rubber sole. In contrast to a dress shoe that goes clickety clackety click click clack click 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 clack. You walk through a room, you walk through a marble tile with sneakers on, you go, rink it, right? So you have a bunch of people back in the day. Oh, you got them sneakers on? You got them sneakers? Who took your sneakers? Boys gave it that name. You know, when you wear your tennis shoes indoors on a marble floor, it sounds a whole lot less loud than the big old clickety-clackety dress shoes. Do I have tomahawks? I had 4 tomahawks. Don't question where I got my tomahawks from. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious answer. It really is about sneaking around. And then he donned his sneakers to begin his prowl through the neighborhood at nighttime. The sidewalk is brand new, rock hard, smooth, non-porous surface, and the high-walled trees and avenues of the neighborhood cascaded sound to reach every ear, waking up the neighborhood patrol that shot at anything, and he couldn't get his raping. He had his taskings. And then he found sneakers. And everyone...
So many pumpkins to carve. So little time.
had babies.
You there?
Eventually.
Kite? You don't have enough. Search the area.
Rinky, 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 rinky. Who's there? I hear you. Rinky. Stop. Are you shuffling around behind the cabinets? Rinky.
So many pumpkins to carve. You there?
In fact, I think it's probably worse than a clickety-clack, because a rinky is clearly a sneaker. But a clickety-clackety could be anything. It could be a giant praying mantis clicking its claws in the ground and waiting for a victim. It could be anything. You know? A large flightless bird clacking its bill. Anything. Huh? An old pipe clanking against the wall. Anything. A velociraptor claw. You know? Why are boots called boots? Well, boot means the end, right? Right? Doesn't boot mean like the end? No. The boot means the back. That's why you call it booty. But then you got pirate booty. Why is pirate booty called booty? Where's the car?
Analyzing sample.
Ah.
Analysis complete. Knowledge base updated.
Okay. So booty has its origin in a Germanic word that means to plunder. Okay, so it means like the product of your plunder is booty. It just means that. But I don't think it has anything to do with the origin of the word boot. And I think the human booty is different than the treasure booty, even though it is something that you get after, you know, plundering. It's different. Boot. Booty. Booty. What? No. We aren't supposed to question these things, okay? We're not supposed to question these things. Boot. Reboot. Okay. According to Flimflam, covering of the foot from the word botte, 12th century. Okay, French. Other words, Germanic, riding boots. Fixed external step of a coach. Low compartment used for storing luggage. Trunk, okay. Boot black. Boot jack. Boot. The prophet. Yep, the booty. Kick. Boot. Goodbye there, Mitch. So I think they are linked together. I just don't know how it became a shoe. Weird. I guess people go to school for that subject for some reason. Just to have a light conversation with somebody? Is that the whole point of it?
Did you know the word boot comes from the word botte? Germanic origin from the 12th century, meaning to acquire or to obtain.
Is that the only point of it? Probably. It's for parties. Botte. Doesn't matter. Of course it does really matter, you know. Yeah, so we learned, in contrast to dress shoes, sneakers make very little noise when you walk across some floor. That's why they're called that. It's just a nickname for tennis shoes, specifically tennis shoes. Because at prep schools they play tennis. At these weird British prep schools full of these rich kids, you know, with the hair parted over the side and everything, with the ties and so forth. They have a tennis court, and they play tennis, and they walk through the thing with, you know, they put away their stupid, loud, clackety dress shoes. Therefore, tennis became... I guess it's easy to control tennis, you know, compared to other sports. You don't need that much room. But you do, really, if you think about it. Not many people can play tennis at once. That's sort of an issue. A lot of kids took Latin. so they could join the Illuminati and speak with the vampires. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Gather now, faithful followers of the most wise and beneficent Mothman. Let us light his holy beacon with the radiance of the fireflies. Let our beacon pierce the darkness and summon forth his divine presence that we may commune with him and partake of his wisdom.
Yeah, I heard that vampires speak, I think, 7th century Latin. Primarily. That's like their language. At least the underground vampires that live in the military complexes. Underground, like Cheyenne Mountain and everything. People confuse them with aliens, but they're just vampires. Even though technically they are aliens. It's just how vampires work, you know. A human gets possessed by an interdimensional spirit known as a jinn in certain cultures, and they have the need to consume human blood. They're immortal. You know the deal. They can shapeshift, turn to a cloud of vapor, a bat, a wolf, traditionally. They have grand powers. The longer they live, the more powerful they get. But they speak only Latin. If they travel, not many do, because they're underground. They have an entourage of translators. And they all wear shades. Yeah. How do I make those stickers? Well, the way it works is I can have more stickers if I want. All I have to do is submit to Facebook 3 versions of every picture. So I have to have a picture and then have 3 different versions of it at different sizes, like 240 pixels by 240, 120 by 120, and 64 by 64, or something like that, you know? So it could blend between the sizes. And they're all the same picture. That's all. And I made that one with PowerPoint. All you gotta do to make anything in PowerPoint is you could have any picture, any text, anything you want, all kinds of extra effects, but whenever you're ready, you can save anything as a picture. You can group things together and then save it as a picture with a transparent background. With a transparent back, and that's the key. You could have really, so for stuff like this, you know, transparent background. It's easy. This is a picture of some text, so it's resizable, smooth. It's not like some weird stupid font thing. Come on. My mouse is garbage, man. I have to hold the mouse down so hard, otherwise it double click. Stop it, man. I'm moving stuff around. Stop it. Oh well. Shit. Oh, you want to make me a sticker? Deep Cloud? I was thinking about going on Fiverr and then having one of those people make me a bunch of stickers. You know? Because that's what they do. There's all kinds of people that just make stuff like that for Twitch. Like the subscriber stickers. But they all have like this very similar look. It's just so weird, you know? And they don't know me. I don't want to be some stupid emoji person. No, what is this? Stupid. Plus, I figure I can do it myself. What are they doing? They're getting paid for nothing. I can do it myself. It's just about whether or not I want to do it. But I know how to do it. It's about whether or not I'm lazy. And I know it's not that hard to learn things. And there's free versions of everything. So, you know, given the right motivation and inspiration, you can make anything happen. Or I know I can. That's just whether or not I want to do it. Or if I have the thought to do it. Hey there, Mr. FunDip04_. Thank you for your generous donation on YouTube, powered by Google. Right now I'm doing this public event to get the these bioluminescent fluid from these fireflies. It'll give me a 5% XP buff for some garbage for an hour. Stacks with other sources. Normally there's people here. All out of fire. Fire is good to use against these guys. Yes, I think they're going to add new events, Matthew. I mean, they have to. That's inevitable. They're just adding so much to the game all the time, like big major, sort of major changes, and it takes time to get the kinks out before you move on to the next major thing. I reload with every shot. Give me the flim flam. Yeah, so today's going to be a pretty cool day. I'll only do the PTS if other people are doing it with me, but I'll be doing that game coming up. I like new things. So a new world. It's just really annoying. I like it. I'm gonna keep on. I don't like it. It just sort of feels pointless, and that things are just really far away, and you're kind of running around and go way over there, over the hill, on foot, slowly, and then go do that one thing and come back. And there's PvP there. Go there with your friends though, because it's dangerous. Ha ha ha. And that's what the gist is. The gist so far. It hasn't done a great job at all really establishing the world for me. Or, like, what is your purpose? Sort of. All they say is that, hey, you're on this island, it's magical. Things don't die here, but some things come back corrupted. What is the corruption? I don't know. Perhaps the dark nature of all men? Anyways, get out there and survive. Whatever, bye. And then you go out there and survive. Walking around, you run over to a town. You do some basic garbage. Hi there, welcome to the town. Become familiarized with the things. That's where the workbenches are. Use them. Prove that you know how to make a brick. Go get flint rock and make brick. Good job. You can now spawn in the woods with your tent. Beware other players. They're everywhere. PvP is optional. Your friends won't help you. Random people won't help you. Unless they're flagged. Run around on foot really slowly. Holding shift makes you combat roll. Not sprint. and there's no mounts, and very limited fast travel, and things are really spread out. The main things I like about it are as follows, and I quote, the graphics. I used to like the user interface, but now I'm starting to like it less and less and less. It's starting to feel more and more like a beta situation. But I like certain aspects of it. I like the chalk border, little arrows and things are circled, you know. But then it's starting to really feel like industrial, mechanical, dry, like I'm working in an office, and this is my project planner for the day. I don't know, kind of weird. I really enjoyed the foliage. I really enjoyed low crawling through the brush. The sense of danger with other players. But then I get over that quickly thinking, well, what's the point? There's a tower, a fortress. I'm sure it'd be really fun in a group, boobity boobity, but there's no mount. I can't stand it. It's like this slow. See, I look really slow right now because I'm taking big old weird steps. But what if I was taking little baby steps? Step, 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 and the camera's a bit closer, you know. Let's get the camera in there, you know. Let's get the camera right over here. Right about there, you know. Step, 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 scrabble, 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 scrabble over the rocks, climb down the rock slowly, and you make your way through the world. And but hey, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful because it's made by Amazon. But then the more I played it, the more I started to resent the fact that it's made by Amazon. I mean, I said that Amazon sat in the room with a whiteboard and they said what works and what doesn't work. Let's copy other games and let's make it better. But that's also a bad thing because you don't really know how to put that magic spark in something. I mean, technically, you're moving really slowly in Sea of Thieves on a boat. But you're on a boat, so it's okay.
Automated message to follow.
Yeah, and
A forward-placed automated surface-to-air missile battery.
you can't sync requests with your friends.
Advised that infield repairs may be required
Now,
to get
if they had faction-to-faction teleport, maybe a mount. Oh, I like mounts in video games. I like the idea of mounting up and then dismounting and attacking and then mounting again with a group of people. It's really cool. It's like a war party. So here we are. Yes, I hit max cap. I think Aristocrat should give you way more of a bonus. Why is it that Gourmands is better than Aristocrat? Armor. Or Overeater is better. Garbage legacy weapon users. Alrighty. The Scorch Beast is in the sky. I'm currently at a location. Firebase Lima Tango. I don't like the sound of legacy weapons. Alright, hippity hoppity, bouncing around. such a garbage weapon. Legacies are such trash. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Trash weapons. For that seafood lover in you. Yay. It takes like how many bullets to kill one thing? What's the approximate number? Is it 125? Is that it? Alright, let's go take care of business. See, I like Pain Train. Take up Bear Arms. Put Pain Train on. Yeah. Knock, knock. Who's there? We're here at White Spring Golf Club. Waking up the bad guy. Showed him some love. Clang, 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 goes the flim flam thing. Beautiful. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Yeah. So maybe the hot fix is addressing throwing weapons? Or maybe it's probably to fix that horrible issue where it keeps doing server disconnected or server not responding, you know? That problem is really bad. Is Hellcat, sorry, Mr. Fundep, is Hellcat armor good? Yes. Yes. I want to assume that it's somehow vaguely the best because it has damage mitigation built into it. So I'm guessing if you pair it with Overeater armor, it'll give you even more damage mitigation, meaning it's going to ignore a bunch of damage. So you can't just compare the raw defense. You have to look at the fact that each piece has that, I think, 2% reduction in damage reduction. Damage reduction is better than damage resistance. Or they pair well together. I haven't done the exact numbers, but I'm just assuming that it has to... I'm guessing the raw defense will be below T65, but the damage mitigation will be more than T65 in terms of overall defense. So it might even be good for PvP, the Hellcat stuff. Seeing as it did come from a Raider group. BattleBot. Do you receive the Hellcat plans with the chassis? I had the plan now. I'm not really sure where I got the plan from. I think I got it from for the pieces from the Daily Op. I think. Have I tested the Aristocrat? Yeah, it's not that impressive. I mean, isn't it just 50%? How much is it?
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem spotters have been removed. Check in with me from time to time. I may have additional assignments for you to carry out.
Check back in from time to time. Okay, I'm going over here for a second. Yes. Oh, he's already dead? Okay, spawn. Woohoo! And while I'm here, just doing this little quest, I will get the fusion cores. There we go. Bunch of resources back here. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie. Alright, I'm gonna put away all this ammo in this box here. For the next person. Hey there, Tomas. Welcome. And welcome. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put the bare arms back on. Roll out. Some oil up here, which we need for that fuel, you know. Right over yonder. And here we run. Fusion course. 1. Okay. Right outside. No. And nope. Fusion core. Well, I mean, yes, not no. Bobblehead here. And bobblehead back over here, maybe. Oh, I got a fusion core from that event. Or from that quest. Okay. Right over there. Bobblehead. Cool. Big gun. I'll check for 2 more bobbleheads. Yeah. Up, 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 and away. No fusion core. Yeah. There's more. There's another bobblehead location, kind of like up in the railing and inside. It helps if you every so often keep the perks on. The Panda Pictographist. Shutdown imminent. Oh my mahogany. Oh, 10 a.m. Eastern time. That makes sense. Like right now. Well, excuse me, princess. I guess we're done. In the final 4 minutes of this stream, because I guess we're done. Is the PTS also going to be shut down? I could do a really quick, like, I don't really have anything to do in the PTS if I'm all alone. I got this other game I'm about to play at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I can do VR. Yeah. See, right now, I'm able to stream from my VR headset. Okay? But you can't see me. And, because there's 2 ways of doing the VR presentation. One version is by having a camera here, going that way. I move the green screen over, I adjust to everything, and then make sure it's all good, and then I kind of move within an area. And it's nice. But it's not the best experience, because, like, well... If you capture the video immediately, there's a mild delay, I think. Actually, it does work. It does work. I could try it. I can try it. Ooh, hoo, ha, ha, ha. Things I call happy, ha, he, ha, ha. Oh, oh, how things are right. Something wrong in the world, in the ha, ha, ha. Something in the world. I guess I could do VR. I'm wearing the shirt. I want you to see my nips. I want you to see the definition of my areola. Aerial in the sky. I want the.
I'm not gonna hold your hand on the assignment. I'm not your mama.
So remember, my prediction is that whenever we have the From the Stars update in the wintertime, these guys will reveal themselves to be Men in Black. Men in Black.
What are you looking at?
Shut up. Galaxy Defenders.
Agents live by rules. Cole seems to have forgotten that. Yeah, we don't call him Slick for nothing.
Hey there, Slick. Isn't that like a reference to Men in Black? Isn't that what the dude called Will Smith? Oh my, the good guys dress in black. Remember that, just in case you come face to face and make contact. Yeah. Pepper shaker. Ooh wee. Dual barrel. I'm gonna buy that. 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 I'm gonna. Oh no. Thorn. T65. Secret Service. Hellstorm. Crusader. There's no Strangler Heart? It probably matches the mods of something else, right? I'm gonna buy that for 2,000. Nope. Alright, bye. I'm concerned of my soy consumption, Charles. I'm concerned with my levels of soy consumption. It's known to inflate the areola with fluid. So, yes, test mail. I played Skyrim VR and Fallout 4 VR. Check out my channel and browse around. There's some pretty cool stuff. Inflation. Fluid. Subcutaneous porous flesh. I'm joking, Charles. These are jokes. Anyways. Goodbye, everybody. I'll try to... I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll stand up and do this. See? I already messed up. I'll stand up and do what I gotta do. Hey there, Dunderlag. The quest is gone. The game crashed. Oh no. Yes, there's a hot fix right now. We can't play. So goodbye, everybody. Catch you later, and peace out.